Do you like cruising? Or how about playing roulette to win a free cruise? And have you got a strategy you want me to test out? Well, Ryan sent me a strategy. It's called City of Gold. So Ryan sent me this strategy. He said he saw it on Roulette Master's channel. And it's called City of Gold. One of his subscribers had sent it over. So Ryan's like, hey, check this out. See what you think. So the strategy, according to the Roulette Master, is a $2,000 buy-in. And, most of my strategies aren't $2,000 buy-ins. So we're going to just play it like, we're going to say a $1,200 buy-in. So remember, your cash on the table, CPass card, they'll scan it, they'll give it back to you. You put that away. Okay, so at $1,200, you've got to play this strategy with cash chips. Now, see, this is what, those channels that have the strategies that use the computer and they're using a program, it's real easy to put any amount in a bet and then rebet and double it and all that. It's a lot easier to play those strategies on those games like that compared to sitting at a real table in a real casino. It's very difficult to play multiple colors of chips all at the same time. You can do it, but you have to be the first one at the table. That's one thing, or the only one at the table. So anyway, so I'll put a graphic up right here, and you can see by the graphic, it's a step system. So it's you ladder up, ladder down. So your wins, you go back up a step basically, or your losses, you go up a step. So if you follow, it's 10 and 10. If you lose, it goes step 2, then to step 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and after 7, you better go back to your cabin because we've lost $1,000 at that point. Okay, so it starts out with $10 on the first 12 and $10 on the second 12. That's the only 2 bets you're placing the entire time while you play this strategy. So let's run it out. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to go for 20 spins and see if it's profitable. So we've already bought in for $1,200. So I have $1,200 in cash chips here. I have $400 in red chips, which are $5 a piece. I have $400 in green chips, which are $25 a piece. And I have $400 in black chips, which are $100 a piece. Okay? All right, so our first bet is 10 and 10. Okay, and I'm going to try to keep up with it on this paper right here. All right, so we're on step 1, 10 and 10. This is City of Gold. Let's see what happens. Now, I've played this out a couple of sessions already. It's broke even once, and I made like a $200 profit on the second time I tried it. So let's see how it goes. I think it could be profitable. You're covering 24 numbers, so your chances are really good. All right, so 30. All right, so that's a loss. So according to the graphic there, we go from step 1 to step 2. Now our bets are 30 and 30. Okay, so there's 30 and 30. And spin 2. All right, so we're on step 2. So, it ladders up and ladders down. So, if we win here, we'll go back down to step 1. If we lose here, we go up to step 3. Okay, 31. So we lost. All right, so we're going to step 3. And again, it's another 30 and 30. Spin 3. And like I said, it'd be hard to play this strategy at a real table just because you're having to, use cash chips like we are. I mean, you can do it all with one color chip, but you're going to have a huge stack before it's over with. Okay, 24. So we got to win. All right, so that is a $30 profit. So we'll bring that back to our rack. We're going to go up to step 2, and again, we'll go 30 and 30 again. So here we go, 30, 30. Okay, 31. Okay, it's a loss. And we're going back to step 3. So we got $30 and $30 again. So what do y'all think? Tell me in the comments, what are you thinking? Okay, 18. Okay, so there's that. And here is a $30 profit. We'll bring that back. We're going back to step 2. 30 and 30. This is spin 6. And we're on step 2. Okay, 29. This is where the strategy gets you. It's kind of, it goes, and then you win, and you lose, and you win, and you lose, and you can't never get going. It's like you can't get in on a good groove here. All right, so we're going back to step 3 again. Here we go, 30 and 30 again. You know, kind of what you're hoping is if you lose, then you get 3 or 4 wins in a row, because that's what it's going to take to recoup what we've lost so far. Okay, 15. All right, that is a $30 profit again. We'll bring that back to our rack, and we're going to step 2, 30 and 30. But you see, we've got 75. There's $110 sitting here. And 35. All right, we're going back to step 3 again. 30 and 30. Okay, 31. All right, another loss. Okay, and we're going up to step 4, which is 70 and 70. I really need to get on a good winning streak here. We're headed in the wrong direction with our bankroll here. Okay, 11. All right, so that is 70 there. And, okay, so there's 70 there. So we'll bring the 70 back to our rack. We're going to go back to step 3, which is going to put us at 30 and 30. Okay, so we're on step 3, 30 and 30. This is spin 11. And we're on step 3. All right, 28. That's a loss. All right, we got to go back to step 4, which is 70 and 70. Okay, 32. That's a loss. All right, so that's a loss. Now we've got to go to step 5, which again is going to be 70 and 70 again. We need to get on a really good run. Well, it's 1 to 24 here. $33. All right, that's another loss. All right, so now we're going to step 6. Step 6 is 150 each. Okay, there's 150 each. We're on step 6. This is spin number 14. And our bankroll is down to almost nothing. All right, 3. All right, so that's a win there. Okay, so that's 150. So we're going to go ahead and say 150 right there. All right, let's bring it all back. We're going back up to step 7, which is 50. Oh. All right, so 70 apiece. Really hard to keep all these chips organized. All right, so it should be spin number 15. I think we can get 5 or 6 wins in a row right here. That's what it's going to take to recoup all of our money, I think. 21. All right, so that's 70. So there's 50. So there's 70 right there. Bring that back to our rack. We're going to go to step 4, which is 70 and 70 again. $30. That's a loss. All right, go back up to step 5. Be 70 and 70 again. Okay, 11. All right, so that is a $70 right there. All right, let's bring that back. Going to step 4, which again is 70 and 70 again. This is spin number 18. We're on step 4. Okay, 13. All right, again, that's $70 right there, profit. All right, let's bring that back. All right, we're going to step 3, which is 30 and 30. Okay. And spin number 19. All right, 19. So that is a $30 profit right there. All right, and we go to step 2. Stays at 30 and 30. All right, this is spin 20. And you can see this is what our losses are right now because I've kept them all organized here. Let's see. So that's 200 right there and 250. All right, 0. Okay. All right, so that was 20 spins at the City of Gold strategy from the Roulette Masters channel. And one of his subscribers sent that strategy to him, and he ran it out, and it did really well on the video I watched. And like I said, I've run this strategy a couple times. It's pretty close to breaking even one time, and then I lost quite a bit on another time. So, well, no, I was profit one time and I broke even. So I felt like it was going to work out pretty good. So anyway, so as you can see, we're just going to count our losses right here. So 1, 2, there's 300. So minus $350 with this strategy. And like I said, when I started recording this is one of those strategies that playing it on a game or a simulator or something like that, it's easy enough to keep this going, because all you have to do is hit double and add one, or whatever, a rebet and all that stuff. It's a little harder to do on a real table. It's not too complicated. If you had this sheet with you, you could kind of know what to do to follow along with it. But 20 spins, we lost $350, I think is what we come up with, or 310. Yeah, I think it was $310. So, it's not terribly bad, but 20 spins to lose $300, it's not exactly a great system. But this is only one time running it through. Okay, so I would probably I wouldn't chase my losses with this strategy. I like the foundation of the strategy. So if you've got a minute, let's look at something just a little bit different. Okay, so give me 1 second. Let me set it up again, and let me show you something that I would do with it. Okay. So what's your go-to strategy on the roulette table for earning points to earn a free cruise? Send me your strategy, roulettecruising@gmail.com. I'll spin it out 30 spins. Buy-in has to be between $200 to $400. Can't wait to see what you got. Just giving you guys ideas. This is like bonus content. Okay, so as far as the foundation goes for the strategy, I like the coverage. I like the 24 numbers, the coverage that you have with it. But instead of chasing our losses, let's try to take advantage of our profits instead. So let's say $200, buy in for $200. We're going to go 10 and 10. Okay? And if I can get 2 wins in a row, I'm going to go up to 20-20. And then after that wins, I'm going to reduce it back down to 10 and 10. Let's run it 20 spins again. This might hopefully go fast enough that it won't be too much for you guys. All right, so 22 is a $10 profit. We'll bring that profit back. We're going to leave it 10 and 10. Let's go ahead and stack this up right here. Okay. Try to run through it real quick here. Okay, so we've got right now we're at $10 profit. Can we get one more, and can we get 3 wins in a row? At $200, $20 average, you got 10 bullets. All right, 0. All right, that's fine. So we just lost that 20. So here we go. We're going to start back over. Step 1, 10 and 10. And what I'm hoping to happen is 3 wins in a row in that 1 to 24 count there. All right, 4. So that is a $10 profit. We'll bring $10 back to our rack. We're going 10 and 10 again. Because 3 wins in a row is possible. And and you're seeing that, that 1 win, we kind of got back almost what we've lost. All right, 7. Okay, so again, that's going to be a $10 profit. So now we're going to go 20 and 20. And like I said, we're trying to take advantage of those wins instead of letting them losses just kill us, just eat our bankroll. Okay, 3. All right, so there we go. So now there's a $20 profit. Now we're just going to stack that, and we're going to put it right here. This is our win stack. All right, so here we go. And we'll take another $20, 10 and 10. And I'm not going to touch this. We're just going to let that be our win pile there. Okay, 18. All right, that is a $10 profit. We'll bring one of them back. There we go. We're set back up again. And I've seen people do this before, but they'll just put it out here and then they'll just collect one, and and then they'll do it again, and they don't never press it really. All right, 25. Okay, so we lost 20, but we had 10. We had just won. So let's try it again. We're hoping to get 3 wins in a row. And this is just something you can try. All right, double zero. All right, so we're going 10 and 10 again. And of course, doing it this way, there's no guarantee. We could take that $10 win and put 1 chip each and just try to get 2 wins in a row with it. Maybe we could try that. All right, 1. Okay, that's that $10 profit. But let's just keep going with what I think I'm going to try here. All right, 19. Okay, that's another $10 profit there. So here we go. I'm going 20 and 20 now. And this could be a bad idea, but you never know until you try it, right? Okay, 36. Okay, here we go. 10 and 10. All right, we got 5 bullets left. Okay, 28. 36. 36 again. Maybe we should change over to a different, some different dozens here. As soon as I do, we know what'll happen. Okay, 15. All right, there's that $10 profit there. Bring that $10 back. And doing this, your average is only going to be $20. So you probably wouldn't do this to earn points, but just kind of try something like this. It's kind of a low entry, really easy to keep up with. 31. And I think there's opportunity there, but it's got to be, you've got to hit the wheel right. It's got to fall in the right numbers. So, if it doesn't, it doesn't. Not a lot you can do about it. 32. See, we should change. Let's change. Let's go there and there. How about that? Now that I changed, we know where it's going to land. It's going to land right in here. $6. All right, there's that $10 profit right there. Let's see. You want to try it? No, let's keep doing what we're doing. We don't want to change it up too bad right now. Okay, 27. Okay, here it is. Now we've got those two anyway. There and there. All right, 20 and 20. We know where it's going to go. Two. Well, that worked out. All right, so there's that. And here's $20 there. Stack that up. Be right there. All right, so we got $10 left. Should we take 10 from the pile and try to do something with it? Yep, let's do it. All right, we're going to take 10 from the pile. Let's go for these two right here. All right, so this cycle here, if we get a win, I'm going to put the 5 and 5 on there, so we'll make them $15 each. And essentially, we'll turn $20 into $45 if we can get it to happen twice. 15. All right. There we go. So that's that. And so we're going to make 2 stacks of 3. There we go. All right. Well, that was spin 20. We're not going to go much further. I just want to see if we can make this one cycle work. Just giving you guys ideas. This is like bonus content. And 18. All right, there we go. We got it. We had it work out. Okay. All right, so there we go. Let's see what we finished with. There's 100, 25, so 150, 155. And we went 21 spins. So $155. We're down 45 bucks. It looked like it was going to be worse, but wasn't too bad. Anyway, there's just something to try. I like the City of Gold, kind of where it starts at. I just don't like chasing. I mean, you guys know I don't like any kind of strategy that we chase with, because I feel like you just get in trouble. I'd rather take advantage of the profits and see if we can turn it into something. So if you like the layout and the flow of the City of Gold, go back, take a screenshot of the flow, and then try it on the ship if you want to try it and see how it does for points, and let us know how it goes. Ryan, I appreciate you sending me that strategy. And if you want to, go over there and check out the Roulette Master's channel. He's got a lot of strategies on there, but he does all of his strategies are all on a PC game is what it looks like. He tested them out that way. I feel on a real wheel, it just sometimes it's a little easier to play those kind of strategies that he's coming up with on that type of setup. But anything you're using multiple colored chips to play a strategy, it just gets hard to play at a real table. That's all. But Ryan, I appreciate you sending it to me. And if y'all would like this video for me, and if you would like and subscribe to 35 to 1 Roulette Cruising. And until next time, happy cruising. We'll see ya.